Okay, we've got an Ashiok avatar with our second attempt if you've just come here from the previous video. My word. Alright. World Tree. But we can't cast anything in our hand. No, we can't keep this. This is better to a degree. Keep 6. We'll throw Unlicensed Disintegration. We want to throw that because both of these require white, so it's better for us to grab a white with the Fabled Passage. Our Ashiok player is running some very sick Fasa constellation art that actually sparkles, which is pretty dope. So we're going to open with the Fabled Passage and we'll make our judgment call based on what they do. Okay, black could be anything. Let's get the basic planes out of our deck. It means our Yishan is not going to have much to grab. Alright, we've got a blue with black now, so let's play this and present Mardu to them. Probably if I was trying to meta, I should have presented Jund, because Gigantha Jund Sacrifice is actually a deck. Alright, tap land while we're on. One thing I was going to say is I've been playing a lot more MTGO, playing Modern and Pioneer. They really... Ooh, Roach Strider. Interesting. Well, we'll immediately kill this. So he can have a goat. Alright, so we play this, and then we'll play the Yishan, which will stop him sacrificing stuff. Which means he's going to have to give a removal spell to that, because that's pretty much... If he is mono black, no, he could be mono black Devotion, which I haven't seen in a while. Yeah, Trial of Ambition, force me to sack, that's fine. Alright, so we're going to drop in this, tap in 2, we'll play Niv Mizzet. Even if Niv gets killed here with the black removal spells, he should still draw us 3 cards. I'm sensing 3. He's immediately trying to kill it, thinking that's going to change the effect, which I'm sorry, mate, it doesn't. Hello, we actually drew 4 again. 4 seems to be our lucky number at the moment. Right, we've got a Kroxa, which we can throw down. Opponent has 2 cards in the graveyard now, so we should Kroxa. Opponent tries to draw more cards. Good thing. Fight Fixer. Interesting. Okay, so we could go with Mortify here. Yeah, so let's Mortify this, because he's got like a Sacrifice Synergy deck going on in his deck. We'll drop the Kroxa. Actually, let's drop the Kroxa. Make him discard a card. He drops a land, which means he must either be flooding or he has another interaction spell. Well, there's Prankle. That's fine. I can still kill him. So he draws a card. Yeah, he's clearly looking for something here. Alright, so let's put this into play Shocked. We'll use Drown the Lock to kill Prankle. This leaves us open with an Ionize. He goes... Is it worth countering? Yeah, I think it's worth countering this to just stop him drawing more cards. So he just sacked his creature for nothing. We can play another Niv here, which might just do it for us. Or we could drop the Lazav and turn him into a Yishan, which would really mess up his plan, I think. Well, we've got a bunch of Nivs here, so we probably are better just to Niv and draw some cards. Chevelle, Mortify. We've got a Mortify. We've got a Chevelle. We'll take a Tyrant Scorn. That gives us some solid synergy. So let's take this. We should really hope to draw a red. If we draw another red, we can Croaxer. Or we can draw a Fabled Passage, which is just as good. I'm going to sacrifice this now. Grab another red. And then we can reanimate Croaxer next turn. Right, we have got a full hand, and we'll discard another one of our growth spirals. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. Our opponent has drawn a lot of cards and drew another Trial of Ambition. This card is quickly becoming the bane of my existence in these games. Alright, so what we need to do here is we only have, oh, we do have now, we have another black. So we're going to grab another black here. I think it's the safest thing we can do is kill off the Woe Strider right now, which should force him to do some scrying. No, he chose not to scry. Interesting. So we'll drop a Lazav. We'll drop a Lazav. See if he knows with the synergy, and then we can drop a Chevelle, because Chevelle will draw us cards and give us some great synergies. We can always use more mana at the moment. We're obviously struggling with some things here. So if we play this as well, this should mean that we have a pretty decent defense. So he would need both of these cards in his hand to be removal spells. Well, he's drawing, that's a good start. Trying to find an answer. And he finds literally the perfect bloody thing. You gotta be kidding me. Oh my god. You can't really be serious right now. Okay, well, we're going to have to Niv again and try to find. Okay, there's a Chevelle, a Lazav, another Croaxer, that'll do. Okay, we'll drop the Chevelle. We'll drop the Lazav. We'll keep you on top. Okay, so he now can't activate Liliana. Thank God. So he has to have like 3 removal spells here. There is the start of a thing. Sacrifice Liliana Stewart, target opponent discards a card. Yeah, my entire deck is pretty much non-permanence. So he has 1 card left. I've pretty much got this locked up, I think. Okay. We'll discard a Growth Spiral, which literally gives me what I want. Alright, so let's put a counter on Liliana. It'll draw us life and save us a turn. Let's 2 mana Lazav, turn him into a Croaxer. You take out Liliana, you go to face. Make him discard a card. Fine with that. Yeah, you'll draw 1 card from this. That's fine with me. Awesome. Kaya the Inexorable. Let's get rid of your shitty little Tegrid, because I hate this card. I've played it again in Commander. Then let's just send a message and we will Tyrant Scorn, destroy your Liliana Stewart. So you have nothing, I have a full board, so even if you pull another Liliana, I'm pretty sorted here. Yep. That was actually grindingly close. So he's Tigrid Black. So we'll take in the Unmoored Egos. And then maybe the Vetoes for the... No, because Liliana, I don't know how many Lilianas are in his deck. Scion's honestly not too great. Crooks are solid. Chevelle did work. Assassin Trophy's great. Justice Strike actually took out a creature. Maybe we need another Drown in the Lock. Maybe we can go down to 2 Unmoored Egos, because taking out the Tegrid might be good, but it might not be game breaking. These seem game breaking, particularly if I could have got a Lazav into a Yishan. Alright, so we'll go down 1 Clarion, I think, here. I'm not sure how to sideboard against this deck, which is one of the fun things about this. I really, really want them to bring to Light to the format, although I will admit it will probably just make Niv one of the best decks. This'll do, I think. So, he's going to have heavy levels of interaction, so the first thing we should drop down is the Ketra Trion. The World Tree later can become interaction, but this gives us the option of potentially playing either of these guys first. So we should start with the Croxer, because I'm 90% sure he's bought in Graveyard Hate. Probably a Cling to Dusk. Dust. There's Faraka's thing. I want him to commit a creature so that I can... There we go. Okay, so he's doing sacrifice. So here, if I drop this, I can unlicense, just sacrifice another creature, he gains indestructible. So yeah, we'll just take him out now, while he can't sack anything else. Right, so next turn we are going to drop Chevelle, number 1, with the World Tree. Then we'll drop the Stomping Grounds and Niv to draw more cards. Our opponent seems to be thinking here. So we'll drop the World Tree, we'll drop Chevelle, because I'm 90% sure everything in his deck must be, everything in his hand, so it must be hard removal. Yep, here comes the first kill spell. Ooh, it's actually a Murderous Rider. Haven't seen one of those around in a while. Hopefully he commits that to the board. No, Eradicator Valkyrie. Hexproof from Planewalkers. Sacrifice a creature, everyone else sacrifices a creature. Okay, we'll play this. Untapped. Oh, we do not have the mana for that because I'm silly, because I did the wrong land. We'll play the Chevelle and move Gigantha to our hands. Boast when it attacks, sack a creature, each opponent sacrifices a creature or Planeswalker. Okay. So he has Noxious Grasp, yes. Alright, he might just have us here. If his entire hand is removal, I need a removal spell in my hand right now. This is 4 mana, which isn't great. Alright, so let's just drop this in to play tapped, play the Niv. If he wants to drop another creature to kill it, that's fine, because ultimately the advantage we get from drawing off the Niv. Yep, there's a... This is fine, we still get the trigger. And that should be enough to kill... Yep. So we got to discard a card. We'll discard the actual Growth Spiral. So our hand now has answers to pretty much 90% of what he wants to play here. So he's 5 cards. He's probably going to play a Murderous Rider, so he has a Boast here. Right, so let's play this. We will sacrifice it to get a land out of the field. We need him to lose some creatures. So let's start with taking out the Valkyrie. Then let's play the Kroxa. But if we use this, let's use this. Destroy this while we're on. Then we play this to force him to discard another card from his hand. I'm assuming he's going to try to exile this in response, but I will take that because he will then be hellbent with no cards. No, there goes his Trial of Ambition, which is weird. Alright, he's down to one card in hand, which is a Liliana, which I can Assassin's Trophy in response. Okay, so I'm going to Assassin's Trophy Liliana. He can get a land off that. So I'm going to cast Kroxa from the graveyard, exiling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to play this tapped, play the Lazav. So the only thing here is a top deck Liliana. We'll put that in the graveyard. So I swear... or top decked Tranquil. He's drawing a card looking for removal. I feel safe with that now. He drew a land, passes the turn. Alright, so we're going to do this, because if he does have removal, I want him to use it on this. So these are not legend rules, so we get double triggers off this. Double discard, 12 damage. Alright, so he blocks 1. We will play Jegantha. We'll play a land tapped and pass the turn. So we still are dead to a top deck Prankle. Alright, no, that's fine. Valkyrie's not dead. But if we could draw a removal spell, we could probably kill him. Alright, so we're going to go into combat here and attack with everything. 6 damage off the Kroxas. So he gains... He has to block. Wait, he goes to 10? Yeah, okay. Yeah, he had that creature had life gain, I'm sure it did. I don't know. Maybe he just knew he was dead either way. Alright. Good games and all.